Hi everybody, welcome to Dandelion Cottage and Watercolor Wednesday. I'm Leslie Watkins. This is the late summer bouquet that I've just picked from the garden. I love this time of year. It's my absolute favorite time of the year. And even a little bit later, getting it more into fall when the leaves start to change. But this is how Mother Nature here in New England is creating a palette of these beautiful colors. So we've got the gorgeous deep yellow Rudbeckias here. There is an echinacea, the purple coneflower over here and here. All right, and then I've got some goldenrod. I've got the beautiful hydrangeas. This is some pink phlox. These beautiful dark purple foliage come from the 9-bark. And I also have one of the sunflowers here. Beautiful sunflowers. And this is what we're going to be painting in this month's Watercolor Card Club. So if you're interested in learning how to paint with watercolor and with water-based inks, please subscribe to the Watercolor Card Club, and you can do that on my website at dandelioncottagedesign.com. And I will also be posting all of the links below after I finish the video today. So I started painting some decorative paper using these colors as my inspiration, and I already posted a time-lapse video of how I got started, but now I'm going to add a few more details. So this is what I've got so far, and it's had a chance to dry. And so what I want to do next is I just want to add some little indications of the petals and the flower shapes and so forth. I have my paints here. So I've got red, yellow, and blue. And I've got my watercolor brush. Zoom you in a little bit so that you can see better. And I'm just going to use my brush to sketch in some of the finer details to some of these petals. So for instance, in my Rudbeckia, I want to add, just making this a little bit darker, hopefully you can see it better. So I'm just going to add some lines to indicate the ruffles on the petals and the spaces in between the petals. Same goes for this one. And I'm just going to make my way around the painting. So here's my goldenrod, so I can start to kind of get some of the texture of the blossoms. Now today, if you're watching today, today is August 31st. This is a very important date because there are a lot of deadlines. Today is the last day of celebration, and if you haven't placed an order yet, there's still time, and for every order of $50 or $100, you'll be able to select free product as a special reward. And you can find that the celebration products on the website, which I will also be posting below. So that's the online store. We'll have this. It's also the last day to register for the Texture Chic workshop. So this is the wonderful suite of products that that I've been showing you for the past couple of weeks, and my friend Lisa McGrew and I are going to be collaborating to bring you a journal making workshop with twice the designs than we would normally do. Both she and I will be contributing to the designs for all of the spreads for that journal, and there are 7 of them, and so you will be getting 14 designs for the spreads, and you'll also be getting some ideas for the covers of the journal as well as for the note card, should you choose to give that journal away as a present for the holidays or someone special or whatever you like, or of course you can keep it for yourself. And I will the link for both the online store and for the texture sheet journal workshop will be posted below. You can also scroll down on my page here and find the link sooner if you want to go there before I finish today. And the other announcement that I'd like to make is for my team. So for the members of the Dandelion Cottage design team, today is the last day to let Abby know that you're going to be taking part in our team swap. And that swap is going to be anything from the July, December mini catalog. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what everybody does with that. All right, so I think my Rebecchias are starting to shape up pretty well here. I'm going to move on to the echinacea now. So now I'm going to switch to my beautiful purpley pink color. Just some accents here and there. And in just a minute, as soon as I finish adding these touches, I'm going to show you how you can use your hand-painted paper to make a note card, or you could use it for a tag or to decorate a treat box or a gift box, all sorts of things. But today we're going to be making a note card. And now I have these beautiful clusters of the phlox, and I'm just going to put a little indication of the shapes of some of these individual flowers. So I'm just going to kind of show where some of the petals are. In the centers of the flowers. And I'm not going to do every single one, I just want to give an impression. It's so pretty. The birds are starting to come round for some of the seeds that are starting to form. So I've noticed that there are chickadees visiting. It's also been very dry here lately, and I've been putting water out for the birds, and they absolutely love it. So if you're in the New England area, you might want to consider putting out some shallow trays of water for the birds. They will appreciate it. I've had a tremendous amount of activity simply by putting the water out. Okay, I'm happy with that. So there we go. Oh, let me just put a couple of touches in the echinacea here. These seed heads are so prominent on them, and those will be bringing a lot of birds soon into the garden. And many times the seeds will persist throughout the winter and provide additional forage for the birds coming back in the spring. There we go. Okay. All right, so for the card, I've selected some Blackberry Bliss as my coordinating color. And I've already cut this out. So this is the Blackberry Bliss. I have a card base of Very Vanilla, and that's just going to give a little reveal around the edges. I've also got my matching Very Vanilla medium note card envelope. And I have my Blackberry Bliss stamp pad, and I've got some scraps here for my sentiment. And for the sentiment, I've selected the Season of Chic die set. You make each season of life even more beautiful. So I've got that mounted up on my block, ready to go. And I'm just going to get my stamp pad out so I have a little bit of a cushion underneath here. Get that inked up, and I'll just test to make sure I've got all the corners. Okay. Get that on there. Okay, I'm going to do that again. There we go, that's better. Okay. Now, I'm adding a little scrap of my Blackberry Bliss to put behind there. There we go, so I'll give that a minute to dry. And then while that's drying, I'm going to take my painting and I'm going to tear it down. I want to keep the torn edge, so I'm just going to measure. So I think right about there. I'm going to use my bone folder to get a nice fold. I'm just going to go back and forth a couple of times. Go. So I've got plenty left over for more cards. And then I'm going to measure in this direction. Let's see. I think I like that part better. Let's fold that where I want that to be. And this would make a really cute tag. So I'll save that. Paper's a little bit damp still, so I'm just being careful. Using my multi-purpose liquid glue again. Now another thing that I love to do with these all over patterns is to add a little heat embossing. I'm not going to do that today because I really like the way it looks as is. But for instance, if you have a set like the Texture Chic and you have these wonderful kind of abstract stamp designs, or even the leaves, they make wonderful little sparkling accents to your paper. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Give that a good burnishing. I'm going to mount this on my card base. All right, so there is my impression of a late summer garden bouquet. And then I can decide which way I want my card to go. So it could be, I think I'm going to go this way, and I think I'm going to place my sentiment right in the center this time, and I'm going to bump it up on my Stampin' Dimensionals. So I've got some of these edges left still that I'm using up, and these are perfect for a long sentiment like this. There we go. Now I'm ready for my next pack of dimensionals. There we go. All right, so that is just one way that you can use your hand-painted paper to decorate your cards. And I also have something else I wanted to show with you today, or show you today, is I have the little treat box. Since I had the Blackberry Bliss cardstock out, I thought I'd experiment with this. So this is called the Design and Treat Box dies, and it looks like this. And I cut out this little treat box, and I also have these distressed gold pieces that I thought I would put on the sides. So let's go ahead and do that. The distressed gold paper is currently on back order, but it will be back, and it's an absolutely gorgeous specialty paper, and I love how the gold looks with this regal kind of Blackberry Bliss. My birthday is in February, and the birthstone for February is amethyst, and whenever I see the Blackberry Bliss, I always think of the amethyst gemstone. This treat box die set is very cute. You can make a very elegant little gift box, as I am here today. And it also comes with some antlers and ears so that you could make a cute little reindeer gift box. You can add ears to turn it into an Easter bunny treat box. And there's even some little bat wings so that you could use it for Halloween. So really, it's a 3 holiday die set. And of course, this example you could use all year round. So all you do is you just fold the box on these pre-scored lines, and then you put it all together. Now, before I do want to do one more thing, because I want to add a ribbon to my box. So I'm going to take my hole puncher. I'm going to slip these tabs through that slot. Oops, pop back out again. This comes together really nicely. So there we go. But what I want to do is I want to punch a hole. Okay, I guess I have to do this before I put the sides up. So I'm going to put my 2 tabs together, and I'm going to punch a hole right in the middle. Okay, now I can reassemble these things. There we go. I'm going to take some of my gold shimmer ribbon, I'm going to slip that through go. Trim that. And now you've got a beautiful note card and treat box to give to somebody special. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope I gave you some nice ideas for watercolor painting your backgrounds. If you'd like to learn more about the Watercolor Card Club, please go to my website at Dandelion Cottage Design and look for the Watercolor Card Club. We're painting sunflowers this month, and it's very exciting. So here's an example of a beautiful sunflower, if you'd like to learn to paint one of those. Don't forget, today is the last day to sign up for the Texture Chic Journal Workshop. It's also the last day of celebration. And if you're on the Dandelion Cottage design team, it's the last day to register for the team swap featuring the holiday mini catalog. I'm going to be back on Saturday for Paper Crafting Saturday. I'm resuming the Saturdays now that the summer is just about over. It's back to school. So I'll be here at 12 noon live, and I'm going to begin, I'm going to start off with a little Christmas card. And it's not too soon to start thinking about Christmas if you're going to be making your handmade cards and tags and gift boxes. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll see you soon. Stay well, stay happy, and stay creative.